let me talk about that for a minute, because this is an important piece to bring forward. So so dream clinics. What I'm talking about in dream clinics is this is part of the Dreamtime Healing project, and this is a part of the academy that, after you get going, building a strong, clear energy field with good energetic hygiene, you start you become well prepared for engaging Dreamtime in an empowered way, as in stepping into the capacity of dreaming the world into being. And this takes time. It takes quite some time of practicing and doing to connect the dots. But what's happening now in our group is that, there's an energy present. We'll start just talking about certain things, and then in the talking of it, we're connecting with the energy of what it is we're talking, and then we start with our touching things with our awareness and speaking about it. It'll start unraveling the energies, and then we bring in the dream layers, and it's very, very interesting, because these dreams, as they come together in the dream share, we start to reveal when we're all very clear. It starts to reveal on how we are literally in the same dream. We're all dreaming the same dream, but we are, because of our lenses and the way that they are anchored inside of us, we have very specific angles and very specific patterns within this collective dream. But because we touch the energies in the way that we did and start unwinding them with what we were touching in our sharing, that removes some of the barriers. So it's not like we're compartmentalized in our dreaming. We can see how those dreams of each individual is overlapping. So it's like we'll have the conversation, we'll start moving the energy, and then people will realize sometimes while they do their dream share, that's like, oh my gosh, I dreamt about this energy last night. And then here we are. And none of it is planned. It's all spontaneous. And this is how we can see the beautiful synchronicity of the cosmos unfold. Because it's all about following the energy. And I guess another piece of what I want to add with this is that we are all dreaming our world into being, whether we realize it or not. Okay, that's the big piece. So there's so many people, just because they don't remember their dreams, they think they're not dreaming. This isn't true. You're dreaming, because this is a natural physiological function of the brain. Your conscious mind may not be able to touch the kinds of dreams that you're having, or the feelings or the themes or anything like this. But that's just a matter of your brainwave activity, because your conscious awareness is like alpha, beta brainwaves, and the dream time is like the delta, theta brainwaves, and you can't have both of them at the same time and without practicing. Usually, if you meditate for a long time, you're practicing bringing the theta, delta waves into the same moment with the alpha, beta, So it takes practice to bring these brain waves to be in existence in your mind at the same time. And when they are in your mind at the same time, now you can have conscious awareness of your dreaming. And what's even cooler is that all right, there's waking up inside of a dream, so consciously dreaming, like you're dreaming in your dream. And that's a potent state, absolutely. But that's not necessary. What the real potency is when your waking awareness becomes so deep, you can tell how you're awake, but yet still in the great dream. That's the really big potent state. So through dream tracking, you actually enhance your own capacity to deepen your awareness of the here and now. And in that, you realize that nothing is like it seems. There is a vast language and vast conversation that you're having with the universe, with everything that comes into your world, everything that you're touching. And this is an effortless thing. It actually becomes magic and pretty joyful. But this is a piece, because this is where synchronicity becomes a part of living. This is where the synchronicities between, well, some people call it the universe, but it's you can call it the universe. I like to call it your own spirit. This is where this dance starts happening. And life is but a dream. Your life, even though it's real and it means something to you, becomes as malleable as the dream when you're in dream time, like when you're consciously dreaming. And that's a really potent state. It changes everything. And I think this is why a lot of the folks in our academy are in the, they're in the later stages in life, because they have the interest, and they have the time, space, and autonomy of their lives to be able to make space for this kind of work. It's this kind of work, like I said, takes it takes a while. It takes practice. It takes patience. It's but it's also one of the most potent things you can do for yourself in your life. We have a workshop coming up next month. It's full, but and it's called Life, Death, and Dreamtime. And this is where those three realities all come together into one consciousness stream. So it's dissolving those barriers between those realities. Of course, it takes a very flexible mind to allow that to happen. But once you do, then true change can happen. True liberation is happening. You're no longer in engagement with the cycles of karma. Karma is not anything that is a force in your momentum of your soul. There's all sorts of constructs that become completely melted and separate from your being once you start visiting these moments in your awareness. Life, death, and dream time, all happening moment to moment to moment at the same time. Yeah, I know that seems kind of abstract. I usually, we'll see if I'll be able to flesh it out a little bit better.